Hey guys, Cuchallain here, and right now you're seeing weird stuff. So yeah, welcome to the stream. If you did see that, right now it's not currently loading, and that's okay. But it will load soon, and eventually people will see the window upon window upon window. Good, now it's loaded and I can pause it. So welcome to the stream, guys. And I am Cuchallain, and today we're going to be talking about all the new stuff we just found out about V3. Because it's hype, yo. It is so hype. Seriously, I am really excited by all the new characters. Like, there are very few that I don't like. Even the ones I thought I was going to dislike after finding out the talents, I'm quite liking them. If I can actually speak tonight, quite liking them. Like the ultimate folklore dude. I did not think I was going to like him at all. I thought he was going to be a weird, angsty, emo, torturing kid. He's not. He's folklore specialist. I like the mask thing. It's cool. So yeah, welcome to the stream. The question is, what are we going to be doing today? Well, tons of stuff. First, we're going to go through the pictures. V3. So all of the new pictures that we got today, I suppose I should start with number 4 because that's the real first one. Even though I've named it weird. Okay, so yeah, 59 people watching. Welcome to the stream. God, I'm kind of lost right now. Basically, thanks to JinjoJess, and I do have her thing loaded up here. It's also in the description. She has translated all of this for us, which is incredible of her. Going through all the pages, telling us about all the ultimates, all the little captions that Famitsu have in, all of their little thoughts on everything, which is just incredible of her to do. But as well as that, we've got the pictures in super high def. So, no, you have not missed anything yet. I'm essentially just drawing out time for a little bit because I normally do like a 5-minute introduction because I know people show up late because they get like the Twitter notification kind of thing. But yeah, I guess we'll start now. So, I mean, first off, we all knew exactly who she was. Kaede Akamatsu. Looking amazing in her art, looking, you know, really simple, really exactly what you'd expect. Whoa, I do not want my Dungeons and Dragons things up. Going to get the chat up so that we can see that while we're looking at things. Because I liked that setup last time. It worked well. So yeah. Kaede, turns out she's the ultimate pianist, which I'm hyped about. Because I mean, everybody had like a different idea about what kind of musical talent she would have. Obviously, she had all the musical bars on her skirt and in her hair. And hells yes, I'm a nerd evil. But yeah. We had no idea if she was going to be like the composer, the violinist. A lot of people thought violin or piano because she does look very posh. And naturally, you see a posh girl that's into music, you think they either play a piano or violin, cello, something weird like that. I liked the idea of her being a conductor, which somebody else said, and I really embraced that idea because she's supposed to be like controlling and in charge of everyone. So I was up for that. But yeah. Ultimate pianist, looks really cool. I like the position she's in. Like, it's such a generic, girly-looking thing. And yeah, she looks exactly like Weeby News. And there's also the other thing that everybody's talking about right now, which is the fact that she's got this little smile here. And what's his name? Shizuo? I don't remember his name quite yet. The ultimate detective is like super embarrassed and blushing at this point, which is just so damn cute. And people are shipping it already. Even though I don't even think it's actually a guy. I mean, I'm not saying a girl can't be into a girl. They totally can. I would still ship that anyway. But no, I ship her more with the blonde guy who a lot of people say has green hair. To me, it's always looked more blonde, but you can totally call it green. I mean, it's kind of green as well. Rantaro, who I love. Rantaro's a beast, man. I swear I'm going to be calling him Naoto until I actually get used to the name. He does look like a lot like Naoto. And yes, thank you, Mistine. Shuichi, whose name is very interesting, by the way. I mean, we're going to get to him in the list eventually. But his name has 2 kanji in it, which can basically be read as Makoto and Hinata. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what kind of character he is with 2 of the other protagonists' kanji in his name. And yeah, I thought it was blonde too. Everybody's calling him Green Nagito. And, you know, Traitor is another good one as well. But yeah, it's just a weird tint of blonde. Oh, man, I like his look. I mean, that confident pose, sitting on the chair. I mean, yesterday we had people saying he's probably something weird like the ultimate stripper. A lot of people from day one when they saw him were saying boy band idol, ultimate like host, something like that. He looks like someone that could flirt with girls really well. And I totally agree with that because I'm totally in love with him. God damn, he is sexy. Look at all those earrings, man. And you know, the necklace, all the bands, all the rings. Like, he looks very interesting to me. He looks like he's going to be a playboy. And, you know, we've seen him in a couple of poses. He's like got his arms up, looking essentially like Nagito. So he's going to be absolutely insane. And I've just noticed this screen here with goddamn Aloha Asahina. What was her name? Angie. Like all glowing and lit up and everything. That is weird. I see the kanji for God. I have no idea what she's actually doing there, but that's kind of interesting. Ultimate man ruins everything. I don't think so. I think he's going to be, yeah, essentially in the Nagito kind of position where he flirts with Kaede, he helps her do the investigations, but he is also just kind of going along and messing with everything. So yeah, this one, because he is the ultimate question mark, question mark, question mark. Go ahead. This is what we're going to do first up. Throw in ideas for what you think his hidden talent may be if he has one. I mean, one that I'm really liking the idea of, because he's got like the double ahoge, because he's the unknown. I'm wondering if he is the ultimate unlucky kind of thing. Ultimate actor might fit in with his stylish design and maybe he could be putting on an act. That would be awesome, especially if, yeah, if he, being the ultimate actor, being a liar, was able to teach Kaede how to lie and get through a trial without actually meaning anything. And maybe that's what the prologue will be all about. And then he'll disappear. But yeah, lucky student could be a good one. I'm wondering if he's the ultimate unlucky student. Like our first ever unlucky student that doesn't get like the proper rebound that Nagito does, but bad things happen to him. And that maybe he's been the fool guy for a crime and ended up in this prison school. I would really like that. Like if legit that was his skill, having no skill and rather a detriment to his life. He's essentially cursed. Ultimate friend zone? No way, man. Ultimate poser I could totally go with. But friend zone? Who is going to be friends with a guy that looks like that? God damn. Ultimate Juzo's new crush. Good man. Good man. Maybe he's the ultimate liar. I could totally see that. I mean, the way he's looking with that smug smile. Yeah, I could go with that. And this kid, I love that picture as well. So I'm guessing that may be in the prologue as well. Even though it says class trial, I'm thinking we may get how to teach us the new mechanics. But this whole look that he has normally where he's so fashionable with the scarf and he's got that little evil smile on. I'm wondering if he's going to have the split personality since he's the ultimate... What was it? It was the ultimate something ruler, dictator. They've translated it a few different ways. But essentially, he wants to be in charge of everyone. When I saw him and I heard his talent, I imagine him being a mixture of Gundam Tanaka and Sonya Nevermind, with the whole idea that he's the ruler, but he's also a tunie with the whole, everyone must follow my directions. And, you know, his picture, like, holding the grape juice and shit is crazy. Ultimate despair. I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind it being the ultimate despair. It would be a lot of fun if blonde guy was the ultimate despair. And I just do want to point out, you could just about see Nagito in that Blu-ray because that's the OVA. Nagito and the Destroyer of the World. Oh, man. Oh, that's going to be hype for me. That's going to be so hype for me. I may pre-order the Japanese version just to get that Blu-ray on time and have the Raw like ready to go. That'd be amazing. Even though I won't watch the Raw, I'll probably just like save pictures from it so that as soon as it gets translated, I'm good to go. So, yeah, that's the first page. Next up, Ultimate Inventor, who I really like. And I don't remember her name either. I'm going to have to keep looking these up because I haven't quite learned them yet. Where was the name page? These are not things that I need anymore. Name page. There we go. Ultimate Inventor is Iruma Miyu. And her name has changed quite a bit from when we learned it the first time. So that's cool. And yeah, she does look cute. And the first thing I want to say about the Ultimate Inventor is just straight up, all the people yesterday, there were about a good 12 to 13 comments saying, you're an idiot, that's a stick of dynamite, essentially, in varying different ways. Some people were much nicer about it, but everybody basically said, you're wrong, that's not a candle. It's totally a candle, man. That's wax dripping off of it. When will we get the translation of these pages? The translation's already out. If you look in the description, JinjoJess's blog post, she's translated absolutely everything. All of the pages, 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, all of them. She's also the one who scanned all the pages. So definitely go visit her blog because she's awesome. She's the one who translates all the stuff for us. And now I've lost the chat. But yeah, definitely go visit JinjoJess's blog because you can watch the translation. You can see what they're talking about with everything. Yeah, actually, I suppose I should be going through that, shouldn't I? It makes sense. I mean, I feel like it doesn't really tell you too much, but, you know, it basically says, Idamamu, SHSL inventor. Super look at appearing characters too. Oma is surely popular with the ladies. Also, why doesn't Keebo have a talent? What? I'm guessing that's the wrong page. New killing game, the site of the killing game, top screenshot text. Yeah, this is what I mean. They don't even list anything about Iruma. They just kind of skip over her, don't they? Yep, so apparently she's not too interesting in the game. At least to Famitsu. Famitsu don't seem too interested in that. They just moved straight on from Iruma to Koikichi and then to Ganta and then to Keebo. Oh man, that's harsh. That's actually really harsh. Oh god. Craziness. So yeah, I'm just going to go through my thoughts on her. Obviously, she's very into BDSM. Yes, the kinky look. Exactly. She will be the waifu of many. Hells yes. I mean, she's got like the candle in one hand. I'm not sure if that is meant to be like a, I don't know. It could be a matchstick to light the candle, or it could be like a needle kind of thing. Either way, it seems like she's going to be into the BDSM. It's going to be into the whole creepy, fetishy kind of shit. I mean, aside from all the steampunk stuff she's got, which is awesome, she's also got things bound all around her body with spikes on them, little chains going everywhere, barbed wire style necklaces. So yeah, she's going to be kinky as all hell, and I like it. She's showing a lot of cleavage, showing a lot of thigh. So yeah, not my waifu, definitely a cool girl. And then we're on to Oma, whose name I also have to look up, and I have to remember which names these are, which tab is the names, because he is the ultimate dictator, Oma Koikichi. God, it's going to be so weird getting some of these names right. Some of them are so easy, but Koikichi, not so much. Why do I get the feeling this has gone off of live? I don't know. Maybe it hasn't. I'm just going to lol my way through it. I knew it. It wasn't moving for some reason. There we go. Oma might be best boy for me. Really? I don't see it. I mean, he's a bit crazy. He's definitely got a bit of the Tanaka Gundam in him, and I like that. And yeah, he's got not Fanta, but Panta. It's always Panta when it comes to Danganronpa. And it's definitely great flavor, man. Wouldn't it be awesome if Aoi Yuki will voice the witch girl? Yeah, it would, man. Madoka would be perfect for that role. But yeah, no, Oma's totally weird. He's got the one red button, which is weird. He's got the frayed jacket. And somewhere, somehow, he's going to bring out like the M. Bison hat and the big, long cape, which reminds me of Izuru's hair. I really like it. He does look cool, but I mean, he's a short little guy. I'm imagining him to be something between Byakuya Tagami and Gundam Tanaka, like something on that kind of level. Yes, he screams Chuni. I want like a proper theme song for him that's like Judgment Night Serve. If you watch Psyche, if you don't watch Psyche, that made no sense to you. But yeah, no, I'm liking him. Let's see if there was anything actually about him in the translated pages. SHSL Supreme Leader. Love the great Panta. No, they just completely skipped over him as well. They just said Oma is surely popular with the ladies. So I hope you guys you were right. A lot of people were saying he looks like he's going to be husbando material. So apparently in Japan, they're liking him already too. Then, the fruity carbonated drink in his hand stuck out to me as important. Then there's Gokuhara Gonta, looking like he'll be similar to 1's Ogre and 2's Awari and Nidai. Yet despite his appearance, he's an entomologist. If he catches bugs like this in the illustration, wouldn't he crush them? Oh man, nah, he looks like a beast. I'm sure he'll be gentle with the bugs. So yeah, next up onto Tarzan. What are we thinking about Tarzan the bug catcher? This is just crazy, man. I love his design. His hair is so damn wild, but he looks so dignified half the time. And I don't think we see it in any of the screenshots or anything. But he's actually wearing like round Harry Potter glasses. You can't quite see them. I'll need to find them like in a later screenshot. But definitely, even when it was straight up in the old, like barely viewable non-HD pictures, you could see the fact that when he's not like rage mode like he is now, he wears glasses and he has a big smile on his face. He's got to be like a gentle giant. And yeah, like you said, he's not wearing any shoes. He just straight up bare feet. That's why I'm calling him Tarzan. He's got the long hair, the big buff body, the bare feet, and he catches bugs. I like the idea a lot. I want to meet him. I want to spend time with him. I think he's going to be a lot of fun. And yeah, definitely. In Trial 4, he should be dead. He should. Because the giants always die in number 4. Oh, that would suck. I think they're actually going to use that against us, though. New Danganronpa V3. The big guy doesn't die. That would be the most shocking thing ever. Because I'm sure he's going to be like a fan favorite. I mean, maybe he'll replace the Aoya Sahina. And no, I doubt he's being counted as that kind of sporty, skinny girl kind of thing. That must be Angie. But yeah, the little Harry Potter glasses he has are amazing. He's just caught a golden butterfly. I'm definitely going to spend some time with him. I like him. I like that his name is, what was it? Gonta? Gompo? Gong something. Ultimate entomologist. Gonta, yeah, I thought so. So yeah, his name's Gonta, which is nice and easy to read. It's not in kanji, which means he's not Japanese either. Or he's been like given a random name. God damn. Okay. Keebo, who I saw there was writing about. Keebo, the SHSL robot. Then there's Keebo, introduced at the time V3 was announced and treated as if he were the protagonist with the robot Ahoge. I've got to be honest, I'm really glad he's not the protagonist. Even though he looks kind of cool, it would be weird playing as a robot. Unless there was like a big reveal that actually, no, he's not a robot. That would be kind of crazy. But nah, he has an Ahoge like a Tana, but isn't the protagonist. An SHL robot isn't really a talent. Yet here he is. Which makes it very questionable why he is here. You know, the fact that he's named Keebo, which is so similar to Kibot, the Japanese word for hope, just like without the extended E sound and with a U sound at the end. So instead of Keebo, it's Kibot. Oh, God, I can't even do it. But yeah, the fact that he's here is weird because robot isn't a talent. He was created by someone. So how does he get counted as an ultimate? Unless they have been put in this situation because they've been locked up. Either way, man. Stuff at the lower right is info on various store-specific tokten. So yeah, it's things you get specially from buying from different specific stores in Japan. Which is cool too. And on to the next one. Oh, we've got the cosplayer, the detective, and everything. Let's see what people are talking about Keebo. Hey, Juzo, are you going to punch Keebo? Oh, no, man. Juzo ain't that angry anymore. He's so chill now. To be fair, how the hell was SHSL Princess a talent? I mean, yeah, it really isn't. I mean, how would they even have done her goddamn exams? Like, everybody has like a yearly exam. How did they do hers? I often wondered that about the lucky students. Did they just like make them play Russian roulette or make them play a card game? Oh, man. Instead of animals, death by insects. Oh, yeah. To be fair, if Gonta gets executed, his execution is going to be horrible. He's going to be like covered in honey and left out in the sun for the fire ants or some shit. Man. Heard there was going to be time travel in it earlier. Do you think that's still happening and maybe Keebo is linked to it? I don't know, to be honest. Because, yeah, I did hear those rumors. A lot of people were talking about how time travel was going to be linked, but I never really heard any of those from a direct source. They were always rumors. So I don't know if it's actually going to happen. If it is going to happen, Keebo would definitely be the suspect in that. Either Keebo or, God, Rantaro, since he looks so mysterious, would definitely be suspects when it comes to the idea of time travel. Tell them, Juzo, poor Gonta, please don't kill him like that. Yeah, that would be bad. First murderer, a big guy. Oh, I hope not. I think if anyone's going to be the first murderer, it's going to be someone we're not expecting, like maybe the cosplayer. Someone cute, someone you wouldn't expect. Just like Maizono, who was the first killer in Danganronpa 2? Terror. So that wasn't so cute. But you still didn't expect him to kill people because he was so useless. Oh, man. Keebo, use your Ahoge powers. Hey, it's my new waifu, that Aikido girl. Hells yes. The bug execution seems too good for Danganronpa to pass up. I know, right? It feels like they put him in just to give him that crazy of a death. Be cool if you had to spend the night with a roommate. Oh, that would be crazy, yo. Inspire my waifu Sumigi. Okay, let's move on then. We're done with Keebo and Gonta. So next up is the ultimate detective. And this thing at the top left is really interesting as well. Because a lot of people were really confused when they saw Kirigiri show up in the middle of this trailer for V3. But essentially, it just says that Kirigiri is going to be passing on her talent. There's a new ultimate detective kind of thing. I have no idea what actual page we're on because we're not going through these in the right order. So let me just find it. Detective. Kirigiri Kyoko, who participated in the killing game in DR1, had the same talent as Saihara Shuichi, SHSL detective. Thanks to that skill, Kirigiri often played advisor to the protagonist, Naegi Makoto. It seems that Saihara might fulfill a similar role. First, Kirigiri's talent was hidden as that question mark, but it was revealed who she was. So yeah, he's going to be a mysterious, interesting character. Instantly, I love his look. I still like the idea of him and the maid being linked in some way. I mean, there's that picture, man, that somebody posted up with them side by side, which looks so damn perfect. I was sure I had it in this collection. Yeah, that one. Where it just looks like they are connected. They're both hiding the same eye. You've got the whole thing where the detective has long eyelashes. And he kind of does look like Naoto out of Persona 4. So I am thinking he's like cross-dressing. Maybe they're both girls, or maybe they're both like androgynous. One of them's a girl, one of them's a boy. They can switch positions. I like that idea. I like it a lot. It would make things a lot more interesting if they could use that in the murder somehow. You know, your pictures are really questionable, Ku. They're really not. They're all just V3 things. How is that questionable? Oh, man. Com had a pic of Weeby, Muse, and Kaede side to side. Com had. Did you spell my name wrong? Because that was like ridiculously wrong. And yeah, I put that in like the first video. Because Kaede and Weeby look exactly the same. I do think Saihara will die quickly. Yeah, I don't think they're going to let the detective survive too long in this one. I mean, in Danganronpa 1, it worked because Kirigiri was so closed off to the world. She didn't really reveal things as she should have. She like kept things to herself bit by bit. But yeah, now with this guy, like, it feels too easy. I think he's probably going to be the first victim. And maybe it'll be the maid that kills him. Maybe the maid will actually kill him and then take on his role as the ultimate detective, pretend the ultimate maid got killed. Especially since, like, we've seen one of the crime scenes is in, like, a library. Oh, man, it's going to be interesting. But, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I don't think he's going to survive too long. I think he's too damn cool. We're only going to get, like, a few chances to actually talk to him, and then he's going to be gone. Do you have the picture of him, her blushing? Yeah, that was on, like, the other page we went through. I need to zoom out to actually move because Windows 10 is a bitch. That was on this page. Where Kaede is just doing a normal little smile when talking to him. And he's straight up, like, blushing like mad. But he's still got the long eyelashes. So, yeah. I like it. That ship is sailing. That ship is definitely sailing. Even though I still ship Kaede with Rantaro. Like, that's still a cute little scene right there. The detective is my husbando. Well, you can enjoy him for like a little bit of time. In fact, I think I have a better quality version of that one. Yeah, there it is. I even titled it Blush, where you can actually see the redness. I don't know why my pictures are slightly less quality than some other ones. Like, I got the best quality I could find, but yeah. He looks all adorable in that one, so that's going to be amazingly cute. It's going to be interesting playing as a girl as well. Like, it's so different. It should be fine, but it's going to be so different from other people. May this be the best Danganronpa yet. Well, I mean, we've got the whole idea of lie bullets. So, yes, it's going to be the best Danganronpa yet. Because we'll be able to do things that are different from just always using pure evidence. Like, I was always wondering, why can't I kill these bitches? And why can't I just lie to them and be like, yeah, I totally saw who killed them? Tagami XT, hells yes. So yeah, we moved on from that. Somebody said, Dictator is clearly husbando. Next up, the ultimate cosplayer, which I did not expect at all. I'm not going to lie, I had no suspicions of that. What was her name? Shirogane Sumugi. Like the cute little girl out of Amamoto Inazuma. What do we got on her? First character to catch my interest was the SHSL detective Saihara Shuichi. His talent seemed useful, but you can shorten his name to Fido. So I doubt his connection to the prison school, and I'm a bit scared. Have I said too much? Yeah, a bit scared. So there, straight up, even the Famitsu guy is like, nope, dude's gonna die. Speaking of scary, Shinguji Kokei Kyo. Oh, that's the next guy. We'll move on to that in a minute. First off, there was another thing that somebody posted on Reddit, which was amazing. Is this the one about Goth Cop's name? Yeah. Some of you will know I was on the Danganronpa Discord server, blah, blah, blah. Interesting info time. And this was posted by Destiny Shiva. So this is about Shuichi. God damn it. The first kanji in his name can be translated to Makoto, and the second kanji can translate to Hajime. So that's really mysterious to me. His two kanji are Makoto and Hajime. And one of the things that I suggested on Twitter about this was maybe he's going to be the one who's going to be voiced by Megumi Ogata. If we do get Megumi Ogata back, which I really hope we will, because, you know, it's not going to be Danganronpa without Megumi Ogata. Oh, man. But yeah, onto the cosplay. Sorry. I went back to the detective for a minute there because of the name thing. Skip over there. Tenko. Shirogane Sumugi. Who act as tonic and put my sunken heart at ease. I have to be very careful not to be too high expectations for them. If I become too invested, I'll be sad if they die. Oh, man, this person knows what it's about, yo. Every time you fall in love with someone, they're going to die. But yeah, I like her. I like the fact that she's already got a Hatsune Miku wig ready. She's a lot cuter than I expected. Like, when I saw her, I thought she was going to be a literary shoujo kind of thing, like a library girl. But that's not who she is at all. And I'm happy about that. Megumi Ogata, please. I know, right? Her voice is orgasmic. It's perfect. It's so emotionally invested. Megumi Ogata either has to be the detective, because it will be perfect, especially if they can switch gender. It would be amazing. Since she is a girl, but she does male voices so well. But even if she's just doing Rantaro, that would work for me as well, because that's the perfect kind of person as well. Can't wait for her to make all those references. Oh, yeah, she's definitely a Tumblr girl. Like, as soon as you saw her, with, like, the glasses, the long hair, the... God... What would you call that? Librarian kind of outfit, teacher kind of outfit. Like, you knew instantly what kind of geeky culture girl she was, and it was awesome. So yeah, she probably will be shipping guys together all the time and in love with anime and everything. It'll be amazing. SHSL librarian. That's exactly what I thought, man. I love Sumugi already, but she is definitely murderer material. Yeah, she is. She could be straight up first murderer. I could see her killing someone and trying to cosplay as them, possibly. Like, maybe that's how the maid dies. Maybe she kills her and tries to cosplay as the maid. But then things get really complicated when the detective's like, hey, you're not my sister. Weird corset thing. Exactly. What if it's this third trial, they think someone's dead, but right before their trial, they wake up? That would be weird. That would be so weird. I just want to see her dress up corpses. Oh, my God. She does look like that kind of shy psycho. I mean, she's got the very... Toko Fukawa kind of look. So you could see her having this personality or just something really fucked up in her head. So next up is the ultimate folklorist. And yeah, these are the things we should actually be thinking about as well. How would you execute a cosplayer if she was the murderer? Oh, man. God. Maybe these kind of materials that she uses for cutting things up. I can think of one. I'm going to warn you right now. This is going to be a very 18 plus. It's not sexual, but it's very graphic. So you may want to cover your ears for about 20 seconds. But essentially, if they slice along her skin, peel her skin off, and then turn it into a costume. Yeah, that would be how I would execute a cosplayer, turning her into a costume for other people to wear, fucked up as it is. So yeah, moving on from that. Folklorist, who I really dig now. I really didn't like him before. I mean, just his general outfit, it looks very Nazi style. It looks very Punisher, torturer kind of thing. Oh, here come the comments. Nice, that's messed up. That is not my fetish. ... I don't know, man. The way you put all those dots, it's like, that's not my fetish. Stop looking at me. Covers them, could still hear because I'm wearing headphones. Do you think cosplay girl will use her talent for the recurring double murder? Possibly. I think the double murderer will either be the cosplayer or the general idea that the detective and the maid can switch styles with each other. Mondo butter skin version. Essentially, yeah. Oh, man. Folklorist guy is probably going to die. Folklorist is going to be like Gundam. I'm calling it. What did Riku say? I missed it. Oh, she did say that. Amazing. Okay, so yeah, let's move on from that fucked up thing. Let's move on to the folklorist. See what they said about him in the thing. I don't even remember his name. So many of these ones, I can't remember their names. Shinguji Korekiyo. I'm never going to remember that one. With a face that looks cursed. It fills me with fear. The name Korekiyo seems like it'd show up in a famous mystery novel, and it's very creepy. Yeah, to be fair. It's very creepy. It suits him. I mean, the folklore kind of thing, I'm sure he's going to be telling ghost stories. I do not know what I just closed. I closed the very important thing with my comment section. Let's just bring that back up and pretend that didn't happen. So yeah, that didn't happen, guys. You saw nothing. He's going to be like telling ghost stories. You can see he's got like the ghost mask ready to go. He's going to be incredible. Like, I imagine him speaking. You're right, like Gundam Tanaka. I want the same voice actor, in fact. I love that. I forget his name. Tomokazu Sugita, I think it is. Does an amazing, really deep, manly voice. I can either see him or Akira, but Akira already did Byakuya. But someone like that with a deep male voice, like a mature sounding voice, would be great for him. We saw everything. We saw nothing. Exactly. Kiki knows. Good God, Kiki. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. But do I think he's going to be murdered or be the murderer? In this scenario, I think he'd be murdered. I really think he'd be murdered because it would be too obvious for him to murder someone. I'm going to be suspecting him at every fucking turn, to be honest, because I don't trust a guy that looks that creepy. It's why I mistrusted Sonya the whole way through the game at number 2. Even though she's so cute, it was like, she's got this fascination with serial killers. Why are we not suspecting this chick more? I'm gonna punch him. Bandai's voice actor would be golden. Oh God, no. Eri Kitana, was that it? Oh God, it was someone adorably cute little girl. Anyway, that can't be, man. It just can't. And yeah, the pink blood is back, as it should be. It's only Mariah that has the red blood. They could execute him creepypasta style and I wouldn't even be mad. I mean, yeah, he kind of looks like Slender Man as well. You could have all kinds of creepypastas coming after him. It would be incredible. Rie Kugamiya, that's who did Bandai, and I don't like it. It was really weird in that character. Like, I could see Rie Kugamiya being Ultimate Inventor in this one, or hell. Even, God, Ultimate Aikido, she'd suit. More than Bandai, at least. Maybe he'll have an imitation murder. That would be kind of great. I don't know. Like, I could definitely see him being killed, though, rather than anything else. In a really horrible way. Like, maybe someone will try to make it look like suicide. He looks very emo and creepy, and so it would be one of those things where you'd wonder. Shibashira Tenko, my waifu. During his free time events, he shows you his OCs. That would be brilliant. He just reads you scary novels. Little stories he's written. How do you feel about Danganronpa Abridged? I love it. They do a lot of good work. It's just a shame they don't get it out enough. So yeah, if he was to be executed for a murder, though, with like the horror story thing, I guess it would depend on what kind of horror stories he tells. But he'd probably get locked in a horror story, essentially. Like you'd see him appear with a flashlight in the woods, walking around, trying to escape a monster or something. And obviously he wouldn't get away. He'd be murdered somehow. It just depends on what kind of monsters he likes the most or what kind of folklore he talks about. Maybe ghosts, maybe a tree would eat him. Who knows? Anything ghosty would be cool. Yeah, Faulero's Abridged series was the best. Anyway, every male character should have a Bandai sounding voice. God, no. I want him to make references to folklore. Yeah, he's got a man. He's the ultimate folklorist. I love it. Also, is that an Osamatsu thing? Yes, it is. It's my boy Jushi. Amazing. So yeah, next up, Ultimate Aikido. Shibashira Tenko. That's her, right? Yeah, Sumigi was the cosplayer. So yeah. Boo Aikido master, which means she's going to be a badass. And man, people really did call that. A lot of people called her either being like ultimate ninja because of the hair thing, which is kind of similar. I mean, it's a ninjutsu kind of fighting style. Like they would have known Aikido as well because they were small and quick and agile kind of thing. So that could be it. She could have the very ninja style. She's got the geta, I think they're called, the little sandals. I like her. She's kind of cute looking as well. She's definitely not my waifu, but she's kind of cute. They read it on the box art. That too. No, it was even before the box art, though. It was when the initial like trailer came out, before the box art came out. People were calling her Ultimate Ninja. Some people were calling her Ultimate Florist because back when it was low quality, it kind of looked like leaves. Oh, man. Those were the days, man. But yeah, now we know she's Ultimate Aikido. She's going to be a badass. It's weird that she's the martial artist rather than, you know, Angie, who looks more like Asahina, and the other one. Like, she's more sporty than the ultimate artist in this one. She's going to kick someone's ass. Hell yeah, she is. If anyone tries and comes to kill her, she's going to flip them around like a bitch. Like, that's the good thing about Aikido. Even when you're a tiny little girl, it's all about flipping people around you and using their power against them. So it's going to be fun to watch her fight, man. It's going to be fun seeing her take on someone like Gonta and just destroy him. Oh, man. Chibashira has that one Sayonji-esque sprite in the class trial scene. So I do wonder what her personality will be like. I mean, yeah, from some of the pictures I've seen of her, she does look kind of immature, kind of jokey. I think she's going to be that kind of style where she acts like a normal teen girl. Not bitchy, just, you know, relaxed and energetic. I wanted to kick my ass. Hell yeah, Kennedy. There ain't nothing wrong with that. Gonta is a big nerd and I love him, right? Made by Makoto. No, I'd say made by Hagakure. I don't know who you're talking about. She might be the athletic girl that survives this time. I hope so. I mean, I've got to be honest, I prefer her to the ultimate artist. Deadly kicks. Tenko will survive. I'm not sure. Actually, yeah, that's one thing we didn't talk about. If I wonder if she's going to be like a killer or killed. But yeah, she's definitely one of the contenders to survive because of the whole athletic girl thing. She's also, man, if it was between killer or killed, I'd say she'd probably get killed because they don't normally make someone who's directly related to fighting be a killer. From what I remember, I mean, yeah, it just feels like it would be too obvious. Like, unless she did it in a ridiculously elaborate way. I could totally imagine her doing that. She seems pretty cool. But yeah, if she was the killer and she got executed, it would be amazing. It'd probably be like her fighting a training dummy kind of thing. And she'd have to like keep going at it. Every time she tried to counter it, it would destroy her. And she'd probably just keep getting up, keep attacking it, keep getting broken in worse ways. Oh, God. That would be kind of amazing. Brutal and amazing. Don't tell me the next girl is like an ultimate cleaner or something like that. Essentially, she's the ultimate maid. I kind of love her. I mean, god damn. People thought she was going to be a fencer because they couldn't quite see what she was holding. But then it was just straight up like a broom. It's a broom. She looks like she's going to be fun, though. I mean, she's in a very gothic Lolita style. She's got like I doubt you can see them while I'm streaming this because it's low quality, but she's got spider webs all over her dress, all over her headband, very goth lolly style. And I really like, from that combination of her looking like the ultimate detective, looking like they could be brother and sister or related in some way, I could totally see the androgynous switching thing going on. And it makes sense because you've got like a detective and a maid. And when you read detective stories, there's always like a maid or a butler or something like that. Chisa plus Celeste. Damn straight. God damn straight, man. I really like the look of her. Have no idea if she's going to die or survive. I could totally imagine her being a killer, though. I could totally imagine her, like I said, in Chapter 1, straight up killing the detective, trying to get away with it. Why is Rem in V3? It's funny you say that. I put that on Twitter at one point. I said she looks like she's trying to be the third sister. Oh, man, I love this. Also, yeah. Now I see what you meant about questionable photos. God damn. Moving on. That and that. So, yeah, I like the look of her. I haven't even mentioned her name yet. I haven't found her picture and page yet. Tojo Kirumi, the super high school level maid. This is some maid Deca shit right here. Also, I love that it's like, kill me. That's straight up written by JinjoJess. If it's in brackets, it's written by her rather than the actual magazine itself. So, yeah, I like that. Maid and nursery school teacher. They're both cute. Seem likely to play the heroine role. But both their names are scary, with cut and magic and other kanji in their names. Yeah, that's one thing. The Maki chick, this nursery teacher, the kanji in her name are like cut and kill and things like that, which are kind of terrifying, especially for a nursery teacher. But it's good that they're cute. By the way, Harukuwa Maki and Mamota Kaito were both shown in the initial images that were released. They seem like they'll be important to the story. But in Danganronpa, people like that often die early, yeah. Girls who seem like they'll be a heroine and attractive guys who seem like they'll be popular might be the biggest candidates to die first, because you never expect them to die. You spend some time with them and you're like, I'm in love, and then, you know, they kick the bucket. Expecting the super high school level tennis player to start speaking English when he breaks down. I can imagine that. How did you get those photos? Don't worry about it, Sakakura. Don't you worry about it. He probably does have some. What are you guys talking about? You have Juzo, yet no Izuru Kamakura. I have tons of Izuru Kamakura. The Juzo one just happened to be saved in the V3 folder for some reason. Someone going to blame it on her because the maid is always the culprit. Exactly. And the maid sees everything. I mean, it feels like Junko and Chisa have been relaying us to this the whole way through Danganronpa 3 with the whole what the maid saw thing. Juzo nudes. No, I haven't got any nudes. Jesus. Not a broom. She's Quidditch player. That'd be amazing. I could see her with like a British accent. But yeah, I like the look of her. I think she's going to be a killer. She's got that serious, stern expression. She probably won't. She's probably, like, using Danganronpa logic, she'll probably act really dark, really messed up, and then she'll flip it on its head and be like super sweet and a weird, like, you can't call that tsundere if she's acting all dark and gothic, I suppose. Gothdere? Like, I don't know if there's a term for that. But it'd be amazing. Are these the confirmed things? Yes, they are. We've got the whole, like, translated magazine article now. So these are the official talents and everything. Thank you, Riku. Riku's awesome. And yeah, link is in the video description that leads to all the translations. Her, like, if she does turn out to be a killer, Kudere, I guess I was imagining her a little bit darker than that. Like, if you imagine... God, I can't even think of any characters right now. I'm trying to think. I know there have been goth lollies that have been, like, really scary to be around. Like, I'm imagining someone like that talks gothic and always talks dark and serious. I suppose Chun-Li more than anything, but then Dere underside it. So, like, Chun-Li Dere. Like Rika Takahashi from Chunibyo Demokoi Gashitai. I can imagine her acting like that, pretending to be all dark and serious, but then actually being adorable and cute. Celeste Dere, that would do. But yeah, her execution would be amazing, guys. Like, can you imagine how much they could do with, like, the spider webs, the spiders, Oh man, just the maid thing in general. I mean, you could do like a Chisa level execution as well. Just all the kinds of cleaning appliances that can fuck you up are crazy. I mean, just getting beaten to death with a broom would be boring. But there are so many other things that you could do. You could like cover her in wax, like the kind of wax you put on old Victorian wood kind of thing. Just go layer after layer after layer until she turned into a statue and then smash it with a broom. I love doing this kind of things. What, like thinking about the executions, I should get paid for that. What if the folklorist kills the maid because he knows that in the stories the maids are normally evil? Then that would make him a psycho. Somebody asked what are on her gloves, and I honestly don't know either. They just appear to be little white circles. They are on both glove. I can't see any reason for them. If anybody knows, let me know. She gets sat onto the broom. Oh god, that's just fucked up, Nitro. If it's the way you mean. I mean, if you just mean she sits on it like a Quidditch or a witch broom, that would be fine. I was imagining a different way, and it was terrifying. Ultra Despair Girls is missing on the PC. Oh, what? What was this from Kiss Anime? Probably come to PC, yeah. Eventually, it probably will. And it would be awesome. Drink bleach. Oh, God. Now, that would be a bit horrible. But, you know, possible. I mean, she could be fed like a world-class meal since she's got all the food around her too. Just like overfed until she dies or fed with little bits of poison. Man, that'd be good. That are actual torture methods. Weapon gloves. I mean, yeah, I suppose she could like... Those were just about... She could hold them in her hands and use them above her fist. What if punishment is worse than death? I mean, that's how Danganronpa should be, man. It should make you feel horrible. Feather dusters are nasty. No, they're not. I mean, they can be used for fun stuff, but I've never seen them used for torture. Okay, so moving on to our ultimate nursery school teacher, which is a weird one to me. And not all what I expected from this chick. I mean, for one thing, yeah, Maki Taimu, the one who has all kinds of crazy, crazy ideas. Overfed until she dies. I know some people that would just love that. I would love that. That's how I want to go. But yeah, Maki, I did not expect her to be a nursery teacher. I expected like assassin, ninja, psychopath, mastermind, all of this kind of shit. I never expected nursery teacher. She looks way too dark and mysterious. Bring back detention for her execution. Oh, man. No, not boring. Definitely not boring. I like her. For one thing, she's doing that pose right there with her butt showing, which is very Junko. I mean, you could say it's just like kind of innocent kind of thing and that she kind of acts like a nursery school student as well with the way she's drawing with her finger on the floor as well. And if you saw, even though she looks very mysterious and cunning in the original image where she's like doing a shush lips kind of thing, there's also the idea that in the trailer, you see her acting very timid and shy. So I think she's going to have like a split personality kind of thing. Like some of the time she'll be acting like an elementary school student, very shy, very embarrassed. And then other times she'll get very serious with like a Toko Fukawa level switch where suddenly she becomes a world-class liar and psychopath. And especially, you know, like I said, they've sexualized her to hell and back. She looks amazing. She's definitely on the waifu candidate list. She doesn't beat my witch girl, Himiko, but she's damn close. Damn close, guys. Maki X Kaede, yeah, that's pretty cool as well. The fact that they've kept putting them next to each other and everything. Did I miss anything from this? Both cute, blah, blah, blah. By the way, how to color Maki. No, I literally read that whole thing. So yeah, I guess I'll move on to tennis player. They don't say anything about the astronaut. That's really weird to me because, like, astronaut is damn cool looking, but yeah, we'll move on. Oh no, we have to talk about whether she might be killer or killed or the execution. The execution could be amazing, by the way. Didn't she have a ring, but I don't see it. I don't see any rings either. Maybe she did have a ring in a different thing. She just hasn't got it yet. Muscular legs looks like a guy's legs. No, they really don't. I mean, if you've ever seen the way that the Danganronpa artist does muscles, like if you look at the Junko Danganronpa Zero art, he just really likes big, thick thighs, and I like that. So yeah, And those definitely aren't even that muscly. You can't even see like definition or anything. That's just a normal human muscle, bro. It's just not a cute little thin anime muscle. Kids kill her. I was thinking something like that. I was thinking something like a dodgeball game with a bunch of little kid Monokumas throwing dodgeballs at her, beating her to death. Maybe a bunch of kids like dragging her around the classroom. Like, I could imagine her doing something really horrible and really deserving a serious punishment. Or on the flip side, being adorably cute and really being attached to Kaede. And so being killed on that like chapter 5 level kind of, I really don't want you to go. It's going to be a slow, painful death kind of thing. Wherein she'd be like dragged away slowly through a classroom, going through classroom, trying to teach while the kids are getting out of hand, attacking her, throwing dodgeballs at her, just basically going through a school day. But with all the little things that just get on your nerves as a teacher becoming deadly. Oh man, that would be amazing. Killed by cuteness, hells yes. Yandere vibes. I'd say full on yandere, man. She looks like a psychopath and I love her. I was thinking a collapsing building block castle. That would be sick as well, man. But that's what I'm imagining. There's so many cool ideas that can come out of the nursery teacher thing, like being surrounded by children, being surrounded by lots of deadly toys. Like they could do several things in a row that would just be so torturous. And yes, big thighs are hot pancake. Thank you. It's all about the thighs and the butt. What about her finger? What about her finger? She literally... All I said about her finger was the fact that she's like drawing on the ground like an elementary school student sometimes does. But yeah, we haven't seen like a ring on that. In fact, I've got all of the images. Why don't I go look to see her ring? Yeah, she definitely has a ring in the promotional art. She has a black ring on her finger. But to be fair, that's where she's looking so much more serious and evil and shit. So yeah, I'm imagining the split personality. Maybe she'll whip out the ring later on. Maybe it'll turn out she's a lot older than we think she is. I mean, some of the ultimate talents in this one are weird. The fact that she's the ultimate nursery school teacher, as if she's had a job, even though she should be a teenager. It doesn't quite fit, but then neither does astronaut, neither do a lot of the talents. It's just nursery school teacher. You wouldn't think you'd be able to get that talent specifically to that kind of level. I think maybe ultimate children caretaker or ultimate caretaker, ultimate babysitter, but nursery teacher, that's a different kind of thing. Since lying is the theme here, one of the characters lying about their talent would be awesome. It could definitely be her, for sure, because she's fucking crazy. What if her execution is she's teaching a class of little Monokumas and then she gets fired from a job, literally caught on fire? Oh, that's horrible. Hope she's a yandere for Kaede. That would be amazing. But you need like a teaching diploma to be a nursery teacher. Not quite a diploma, but yeah, you need to do training for about a year minimum. God, man. But yeah, it doesn't quite fit. But I mean, it's Danganronpa world, so who knows? Plus, it's supposed to be set in the future or some shit. Oh, here we go. God damn tennis boy. Wait, what did Urza say? What did I miss? I said nothing. Oh, don't you worry. So the talent could be a lie. It totally could. It really could. Female Komaeda. I can imagine it, her being a liar, leading the classroom in the wrong direction. And yeah, this kid freaks me out too. I imagine he's going to have an amazing personality though. They kind of have to give him a personality. Tennis guy seems very British to me. I really don't get that. I mean, that's what JinjoJess ended up saying as well. That he thought, when tennis boy gets angry, he'll start speaking English. It doesn't make too much sense to me, but I suppose it could. But yeah, Hoshiryoma. Ryoma. I can't pronounce that term properly. Hoshiryoma. He's the chibi character. I'm not at all interested in him. I just imagine that he's going to be, amazing personality-wise. He has to, because he's so weird looking. He has to win us over somehow. Or he has to have like a secret broken part to him. I mean, the way he's dressed up in like leather and the horns on his head, it looks like he's trying to be a hard little man, even though he's like, what, 2 feet high? He'll live. He totally will, because nobody will have that much interest in him. And, you know, Kodaka loves killing off our waifus. I'm pretty sure he'll be another Teru Teru. Oh, you think he's going to be a pervert as well then? That would suck, man. Unless he can jump pretty high, it's just an interesting sport to choose with his height. Yeah, I imagine him dashing around like Yoda style, like moving from place to place on the court, jumping through the air when he needs to, flipping around like Yoda. That would be amazing. Thinking maid girl as a dude. Yeah, I think the maid girl and the detective, you know, one of them is a guy, one of them is a girl. You just never know which one's in which position. But yeah, when it comes to tennis guy, I'm not too interested. If he gets, like, if he kills someone, which I could totally imagine him doing, his punishment is going to be amazing. They can just fire tennis balls at him. They could beat him with tennis rackets. They can make him into the tennis ball. Like, they could just put him in a hamster ball kind of thing and smack him around on a court. It would be amazing. It would be amazing. It would be so painful for him. But, you know, there are so many worse things. Can you explain the backstory of DRV3? I'm talking about the prison theme. Nobody knows the exact backstory yet. All we actually know is that they are in a prison. They're in what's called the Gifted Inmates Academy, I think they called it. And it's a school overrun by greenery and stuff. So, you know, it's probably an old closed down school, which they're now using as a prison. Whether they've got them in a proper prison or whether whoever's masterminding the whole thing just kidnapped a bunch of people and called them prisoners. So we just really don't know yet. They haven't revealed everything yet. I'd tap that astronaut so hard he would be so flying into space, to be honest. God damn it, Juzo. This guy is really hot, but I see him as the next Hagakure. I really don't see him like that either. Like, I hear a lot of people saying he's purple Hagakure. He doesn't look like that to me, because I agree with you guys. He's hot. He's cool. He looks like he's got a lot of charisma. I think the only Hagakure thing I see about him is the way that he has the jacket hung over his shoulders like that. And damn straight he has no hairline. His hair is just like all diagonally up one way and then diagonally down in the opposite way. It makes no sense. But yeah, no, he's good looking. He's got that same Danganronpa classic tribal design on his shirt that a lot of the cool characters have on their clothes. I love the night sky being on his jacket. I just don't get, again, one of those weird things. How the hell is he an astronaut as a teenager? That's some impressive shit right there, man. And yeah, we do not need another Hagakure. I'm not too hyped up about the little pipe he's got either. Like, but yeah, it feels like he's going to think he's a badass. I think he'll actually be a badass, though. I don't think he'll be quite like Hagakure, where he's useless. I think he's going to be quite cool and actually useful and quite deep thinking. I mean, especially since he's another one of the ones that shows up in the promotional art. Like, he's all over in the corner, so he's treated as one of the more important characters. So I would think he'd be integral to the story in some way. I mean, that could all be like just trying to confuse us. But I want to believe, man. I want to believe. Plus, you know, with the robot, the astronaut, like all these things linking together, you could totally see them bringing Monica into it. With the space theme, the robot theme. Man. Could be a red herring, though. Yeah, it totally could. It 100% could. Kodaka likes to fuck with us. Just like how they showed Rantaro not in one of the class trials. It was like, it doesn't mean he's going to die. It just means Kodaka let that slip through, the image where he wasn't there. Cuchallain, this is just my theory, but based on that picture shown with the MC, I think we might be able to play as the detective too, so maybe two protagonists. It's an interesting idea. I mean, the blonde guy is really cool looking. It's just, a lot of people do think that Kaede is possibly going to die after the prologue as well. I mean, you see Kaede a lot in the prologue, you see her in a trial, but, you know, most of the Danganronpa game is spent in first person. So you never know who the rest of the stills actually come from. So there's this idea that Kaede, who's actually given an ultimate talent, may not be the protagonist, and that she'll end up dying at the end of the prologue, and she'll just be our introduction to everything. And then you'll take over as the real protagonist, which may be Rantaro with the question mark, question mark, question mark. Or, you know, Robo Naegi, who everyone seems to want to play because he's got the Ahoge. Oh, man. What if their skills are a lie? Could totally be. They could all be fake. Or they could be the reason that they went to jail rather than actually being skills. Maybe you could have a death like Jin Kitty Giddy. Yeah, like being blasted off into space. That would be amazing. I can imagine so many different ways to kill someone space-related, man. You could just use G-Force, make it easy. You could slingshot them into space, let them run out of air, let the G-Force kill them on the way. Blast them to the moon and then just open the doors. There are going to be so many cool things. You could even just like blast him into the sun. Watch it slowly get hotter inside. Watch him start to sweat. And then start to like scream and you can see like the blood boiling and shit. Don't give any ideas to Funimation. No English accent. Please, no. I'd fuck Rantaro. Hells yes. So, no, I'm not gay. But he's damn good looking. You have to think about who the traitor is because there always is one. I mean, yeah. I'm thinking it's probably nursery school teacher. She's too suspicious. Jin Kitty Kitty had the same punishment of, yeah, being blasted into space. I liked how in the newest episode of Danganronpa 3, when it zoomed out to space, you could see the goddamn rocket ship there. That was a nice little touch. V3 anime after this. Oh, man. Nah. The games tend to be focused on the games. They realized with the Danganronpa 1 anime, it wasn't a good idea. You don't get to do the exploration. You don't get enough time with the other students. Like, animes of Danganronpa don't work unless they're anime original. Another program like the Neo World. Could be. I mean, it could be that they're in prison and they're trying to be reformed or something like that. What about Uma? Do you think he could be a murderer? He totally could be. I mean, they could all be murderers. That could be why they're all in prison. But let's move on to the next one, I guess. Where are my little clickers? Did I get to the end of this particular? Oh, yeah. The next one isn't there. The next one I named something weird. I named it For the Witch Girl, which means it should be Hoshiko. Hoshiko with an H. Himiko, who I was still killing Mitsuko at that point. So yeah, half there, half there. So yeah, this is the final page of characters, and then we'll just go on general thoughts on the series. And first up, my ultimate magician, my Himiko, who is just so incredible, man. Like, straight up. She looks adorable. Turns out she straight up is a magician. She's got all the cards. She's got the magic circle underneath her. She's got a cat. She's got a bird coming out of her hat. She's got the big long staff. All the flowers. Man, I'm in love. I am straight up in love. Like, she better have an amazing Seiyu. Some adorably cute Aoi Yuki, like somebody said earlier, would be great. The girl who does Hanakawa in Bakemonogatari would be great. You have to get someone on that kind of level. And yeah, it kind of does look like a baby tiger, actually. I suppose it's more of a wildcat than a normal cat. Gundam 2.0. Maybe. I would actually be quite happy seeing her as a Chunibyo, but I don't expect it. I don't think she'll be a Chunibyo. I think she'll be more chilled. Like, she'll have that stage persona, but other than that, she'll probably have a normal personality. Although I would love her acting like Megumin from Konosuba, where she comes out and is just like, explosion! Craziness. Oh, dead Bowsled. She's too cute to die. That's like the opposite of what happens when it comes to Danganronpa. You should know this. There's no such thing as too cute to die. When they're cute, they're going to die amazingly painful. Plus, when you look at the class trial scenes, she is right next to Kaede. And nobody next to the protagonist ever survives because it's more of a powerful image towards the end when you see the protagonist and then a bunch of empty things around them. 3 boys and 3 girls survive till the end. What are your 6 that will survive? Oh, we're going through this first. Let's see what they said about Himitsuko. Oh, they still wrote that wrong. In fact, I'm pretty sure if I refresh this page, she said she changed it. But yeah, Yumino Himiko, which must be a stage name because that name straight up means wild. Like, dream is Yume, no comes from the kanji for wild, and Himitsu comes from secret, even though it's actually Himiko rather than Himitsuko. So her name means dream, wild, secret child. That has to be a stage name, man. Otherwise, her parents were psychos, and no wonder she had to become a magician. Oh, man. With a pointed hat, I originally assumed Yumeno Himiko's talent would be super high school level witch, but she's actually a magician. The dove and white tiger obeying her leaves quite the impression. Speaking of animals, there was a character in 2 who used them for the trick in his case. So could she use animals to mess around with a murder scene? That's going to be really, like, if she is a murderer, and she's going to be a murderer, she's too cute to not be a murderer, which is why I need to do her events straight away, because she is so adorable and she's clearly going to die and be executed. But man, yeah, her case is going to be amazingly complicated, man. Come on. She's a magician. She's got sleight of hand talent. She's got 2 animals that follow her commands. She's got, like, the ability to pull out random things and mess with crime scenes. It's going to be incredible. And yeah, thinking, like, I saw somebody say it earlier, the idea that if she does get an execution, it would be straight up being sawed in half. That would be amazing. Oh, it'd be so good. They could mess around with you so many times with it as well. They could have her, like, try to escape from a box filled with water and start to drown, but then they, like, drop out the bottom. And then she falls into, like, an area that's got, like, loads of swords come stabbing into it. Like, all the dangers of being a magician, one by one, having her slowly, like, take pain by them. That's what I'm imagining they're going to do in V3. They're going to be more extensive executions. And then, yeah, finished with the generals being sawed in half would be perfect. Like, if she was finally trapped, she couldn't escape anymore. She couldn't use her talent to get away. Her execution isn't even going to be real because magic. She's too cute not to be a murderer. Maybe she could be like Tagami at one point and messes with the crime zone. It could be, man. There was also Leon. Omar is going to kill 2 people. Yo, lemonade, please. Pappenbrook. Elf shoes. I mean, yeah, they're kind of like elf shoes, the way they curve up like that. Some witches have shoes like that as well, like the witch from... God, what was that one? We're not in Kansas anymore. Oh, man. Dorothy, Wizard of Oz. Yeah, the Wicked Witch of the West had shoes like that. So, yeah, she is my waifu. She's the first one I'm going to be doing events with. Her and then Blonde Boy. Rantaro. After her execution, confetti probably flies everywhere. That's going to be amazing. I'm going to get a 10-minute execution for the magician lolly. Oh, that would be so painful. But I can imagine it. I mean, I like long executions. I like when they make them really twisted and fucked up. That's what I like Danganronpa for. Yo, Season Springle. And yeah, the other one that everybody considers a waifu, Ultimate Art Club member, as they call it. They just call it Ultimate Art Club. But I mean, they called Ibuki Miyoda the Ultimate Music Club member kind of thing. So they're probably going to call her straight up the Ultimate Artist or the Ultimate Sculptor. What if the anime, they punishment? Oh, the anime is the punishment. In jail for cutting someone in half. That would be amazing. Maki looks pretty bland compared to the others. Yeah. But we're moving on to Angie. Let's see if they said anything about Angie. Nope. Yonaga Angie. They said nothing. That's kind of sad. She looks amazing, man. She's got, like, the chill surfer girl kind of style. She's already given us a panty shot in her general character design. I didn't even notice that before. Just going to zoom in so everyone can enjoy that for the world to see. Her thighs are not as thick as Maki's, which is a disappointment. She's got like a jacket on her back in this time. She's got that face, man. She looks like she's going to be cute. I mean, right there, she's doing like the tongue sticking out above her lips kind of thing. In another one of the ones I've seen, she's done like a little gasping, shocked kind of expression. She definitely is like the Aoi Asahina kind of person of this group. Where was that cute expression? I know I saved it because it was adorable. I don't have it anymore. God damn it. It's probably saved in some other folder because I always do that like an idiot. But yeah, just so everyone knows, that's the picture where Rantaro looks exactly like in the same position as Komai. So you know he's going to be badass. But yeah, she does some cute expressions. She's going to be a lot of fun. She's going to be all kinds of crazy. Ultimate Sculptor. She could do all kinds of things. Like for a murder kind of situation. Magician Girl is a lolly. Yeah, kind of. Not 100%. Yeah, she's basically a lolly. Asahina Akane Asagi. Ibuki / Aoi character, except I like to shake things up. She may be evil. She could totally be evil. I could imagine that. I mean, I imagine her just being fun-loving and being chill, but yeah, it would be nice if they changed it up and instead of her surviving till the end, she was like the first murderer kind of thing. Imagine her hitting somebody with that hammer. That is a big hammer. I can imagine her doing many worse things. I mean, if she's that good at wood carving, where she's got like the kind of skills where she'd be able to like dig something out of the wall kind of thing, like she could hide bodies pretty well, which would be interesting. If you don't find the body for a while, it decomposes a little bit and shit goes bad. And that would make investigation a lot harder. Oh man. I'm looking forward to all these kinds of things. Like, this is the thing. When we're theorizing like this, probably none of it's going to come true and it's going to be a lot more simple than we ever talk about. But man, pinning someone up with carving tools, totally. You can imagine her like hammering each one of those tools into a person as they die, or that for her execution, like each one of the tools being used on her bit by bit would be so fucked up. Or just, you know, making her do a massive sculpture and then having the sculpture fall down on her if you just want to make it something funny. I want her to zoom. Execution stuck in a translucent marble block and Monokuma slowly chips away at it. The end, he slams a giant hammer down. That'd be amazing, actually, if she was in like a block kind of thing and he was chipping bits out of it but digging into her rather than just the block as well. And then, yeah, finishing it with a big slam. That would be amazing, man. Theorizing is the most fun part of being a Danganronpa fan. It is. It's just one of those things where it's like, this would be amazing, and then it kind of lets you down. But it's fun to think about it at the time. Artist, nice talent, I want that. Yeah, can you imagine being able to just make a sculpture of anything perfectly? You'd never have to buy anime figures again. And then there's Monokuma. Maybe poured into cement. Yeah, made into a statue would be pretty good. Like, it would actually be horrible when you think about it. Being made into a statue, being given breathing holes so you could survive for a long time, but you were stuck there, encased in stone, having to wait until you slowly dehydrate to death. Oh, that would be horrible. Thinking maybe their seats during the class trial can switch places. It probably could. I mean, they float around and everything. Monokuma, hell's just look at the pingers. I don't know what. Monokuma has a tail. I know, right? I mean, you could say it's his ball sack. I don't know if he had a tail before. He probably did. I mean, I always remember seeing his belly button, not so much the tail. I like the inventor girl so far, so she's probably going to die. Yeah, all the cute ones are going to die. We're going to get on to the Monokumas, but let's see what they said about Monokuma, if they said anything. Monokuma, the mascot of Danganronpa and formerly the headmaster of Keebo Gakuen, forced the students into killing games. Though there's a new story and setting, Monokuma is being brought along and appears before Akamatsu Kaede and the others as the headmaster of the prison school. In addition, there are 5 Monokuma robots called the Monokumars who claim to be Monokuma's children. They oversee the killing game at the prison school for the gifted. Though their leader, Monotaro, has been given previously, this time all the other members... Monotaro has been given previously. Oh, okay. Like they showed us Monotaro before. This time all the other members' names are also revealed, which are Monotaro in the middle, and then Monosuke, who's the one with the abacus and the glasses. Got Monokido. Some people translate it as a Monokid. Some people go full on Monokido. We don't know which one it would be yet. In English, I mean. It's just pronounced Monokido, but it could be Monokid with the guitar. Monogamu, was it? No, Damu, because it's like Gundam, with just the robot one. And then Monophany, the one that's female with the bra, which is really creepy to me, man. I don't know about you guys, but that does just look way off-putting to me. Putting a Monokuma in a little bra. But yeah, they're interesting. People are thinking maybe they're going to be like judges and jury. Sorry for speaking so loud so fast. I meant to say it during punishment time. The anime, you can hear them scream and the bone crack or crush. Oh, God. Guess they are fine. Monomi 2.0. Yeah, I think Monomi was a bit... Well, Monomi was a rabbit, for one thing. But yeah, she was all cute and innocent, whereas I'm sure Monofuru will be more messed up. And a lot of people have pointed out how they're color coordinated, essentially like the Warriors of Hope. Monotaro looks like a ninja. We got the geeky one with the abacus, who's probably into money, the robot, the rock star, and the party girl. And, you know, they've all got these little things in their mouth, which essentially look like pacifiers. And so people were wondering if that perhaps meant that Maki had some connection to it as the ultimate nursery teacher, and you've got the Monokuma children who have pacifiers in their mouths. Maybe she helped set it up in some way. That is a little bit of a connection, maybe. There's the idea that maybe she's going to try to talk to them as well, and that's not going to go quite right. That would go horribly, in fact. And it seems like 2 of them are female and 3 of them are male. I mean, I already talked about how Monodasta? What was it? Monosuke. Even though that's a male name, like he's got the long eyelashes that a female character normally has. He's got a deeper blush than the other ones. And he's also got the white eye rather than the black eye. The other female one has the white eye, and then the other 3 have black eyes. So I imagine those 2 are female. It's going to be weird, Joe. It's going to be weird. One Monokuma per chapter is a possibility. Or since we've got like a judge and a jury kind of system, with Monokuma being the judge, like, I'll see if I can find the picture. Somebody pointed out the fact that when you're in a class trial, there are these 5 lights in front of Monokuma. God damn it, where did I have that picture? I know I have it. That one was actually saved with a name. Yeah. So like in front of Monokuma, what you have are 5 lights, and they all start off red. It's a possible question whether the Monokumas are like a jury, and instead of trying to just 100% without a doubt prove someone's the killer, with the whole lie bullet system and the fact that you're not always telling the truth and you can do different things this time rather than just predicting evidence, there might be an idea that you just have to make 3 out of the 5 jurors agree with you and get it to the point where they accuse the other person of being the killer, or being the blackened in whatever kind of way. I mean, there might not even quite be a killing game in this one. It's going to be interesting. What if our protagonist could be different depending on what gender we pick? Could be possible. I mean, maybe you can play as Kaede or Rantaro, but we've already had Kaede come in essentially saying, I'm the protagonist, which could totally be like it's trying to confuse us, a red herring kind of thing, because we've never had any of the other protagonists before speaking like that either. They all basically say they're a normal person, totally normal. Don't know how they got mixed up in this. So it's definitely interesting playing as Kaede, being someone who's bossy and in control and totally different. Juzo knows the Munakata, his Munakata, god damn it. There's also a theory that the Monokumas represent Junko's different personalities. I mean, I suppose she has the Empress kind of personality, which was always surrounded by money. She's definitely not quite ninja-ish, but in control and being a bitch, I guess. The hyper-energetic one, she's definitely been. I don't know what the robot would represent from her personality, though. That doesn't quite make sense to me. But yeah, the cute one would totally fit as well. She's been cute multiple times. Robot, I guess, just when she's getting serious and analytical, maybe. And then real, like, Monokuma for when she's full-on despair. 2 girls, 3 boys, like the survivors in Danganronpa 2. Oh, yeah. I didn't even think of that. Good point, guys. Her AI, I think I'm going to hate him. The robot can be her AI form. Her AI form. Oh, now I get what you mean by AI. Okay, yeah. That's an interesting idea. That was technically, it wasn't really one of her personalities, but it's definitely an aspect of what she's been, for sure. Since robots are said to be emotionless. That's a good one. The Warriors of Light thing does make sense as well, though. Because, I mean, the color coordination and then the green being not just because of Monika's hair, but also because she was the robot specialist. But, we won't know until it comes out. All I know is their names are weird. Like, Monotaro is based off of Momotaro, was like a legend in Japan. The rest of them I don't really understand, except for Monodamu, which is obviously Mono Gundam, because he's like a mecha kind of thing. Each Monokuma is a dead person from Danganronpa 1. I mean, if you were going to consider any of them anything, you could totally see him as Hifumi Yamada, even though it's a girl, with like the glasses and the abacus. You could see that as just about any of the cute girls. But I mean, the blue one looks so much like, it feels like Ibuki Miyoda. That's not quite Danganronpa 1. That one feels like Mekamaru because it's a robot. I don't know, man. Badass indeed. There's Monokuma will be the warden in this game, but don't be surprised when they make don't drop the soap jokes. Those are going to be amazing. I'm going to love all of the prison jokes that come out of this. So was there anything else I had to go through with it? Oh, I just closed something. Genius, cool, genius. What was this? Oh, this was just other people talking about it on Reddit. That's where I got all the pictures from. That's where all the names were. That was the one about Goth Cop's name, and that's the end of all the translations. So now we know all of our new characters. So a massive thank you to JinjoJess one more time, because without her/him, I'm never quite sure. I mean, the avatar's a girl, Jess is a girl's name. Disgruntled lady writer living in Japan. Okay, I'm officially not getting why people keep telling me JinjoJess is a guy. I'm thinking it's a girl. But nonetheless, massive thanks to them because they did an amazing job translating it. Thank you to everyone for joining this stream, man. This has been fun, just going through all of it. So now it's time for you guys to interact. Who is your favorite character is the first question I want to ask. Who is your favorite introduced character? What is your favorite introduced skill? Like, just by looks, who are you in love with first? And then by ultimate talent, who do you like the most? For me, obviously, I've said it. I love my witch girl, Himiko. Straight up in love with her design. For talent, oh God, I would love to be able to play the piano. So I would love Kaede's talent. Entomologist, not so much fun. Astronaut, though. I could be an astronaut. I'd love to go into space. Here they come. Keebo. Somebody likes Keebo. The Inventor Girl. Oma. Ultimate Inventor would be a good talent as well, to be fair. Could do just about anything. Monokuma. you were instantly in love with Monokuma. The maid. She's beautiful. She really is. Ultimate Dictator. Ultimate Magician. Yes. I suppose Ultimate Magician would be a fun talent to have. But yeah, I'd prefer like astronaut or music player, piano player. Now that they know they can crush for talent, probably Ultimate Inventor would be really useful, yeah. It's not too different from Kazuichi Soda's talent either, the Ultimate Engineer. I love Oma and Sumigi. A lot of people love Oma. I'm really happy. Everybody hated him like before. Gonta, yes, Tarzan. Tarzan is a bro. He's going to be amazing to spend some time with. Folklore Dude, another one that's definitely raised in my books. Like, I wasn't interested in him at all before. Now I'm really liking the design of him. I mean, he was so big, and as soon as I saw that smile, essentially, as soon as I saw that cute little smile that he pulls out, it's like, oh, he's going to be a gentle giant. I'm going to love him. Keebo, he'll be the Robo Bro. That's the thing, though. Like, we need to have Megumi Ogata come back to voice someone, and it should be Keebo. But then you've got the ultimate detective who has the Hajime and the Makoto name. So I'm wondering if that would be Megumi Ogata. But yeah, Megumi Ogata as Robo Naegi Keebo would be amazing. Just like her doing a robotic sounding voice. Learning to feel emotion as the story goes on. I mean, one of the quotes that he says in one of the new stills is something like, I do have a memory unit. I will remember that you... No, I do have a memory unit. I will get you back for that comment later. So, like, making jokes about him being a robot, someone clearly being mean to him for being a robot, man. Guys, I want Folklorist to make a 5 Nights Let's Play. Oh, God. That would be amazing, but Markiplier is better. Just watch Markiplier. Spend some time with Ku. What are you getting at? You know what I'm getting at. I've loved Oma since they first showed his design, so now that we've got a bit more, I just love him even more. Really? God, yeah. I guess a lot of girls did like him after all. I love question mark, Rantaro and Astronaut. They're both sexy. I think it would be cool if we got to play as 2 pro tags, a boy and a girl one. That would be cool, but it'd feel a bit Pokemon-like. But, you know, it would be cool. It's just, I mean, you don't really need a male protagonist. We've had male protagonists for 2 games in a row. We might as well have the female one now. I mean, you can count Ultra Despair Girls as having a female protagonist, but no one does because it wasn't a real one. Keebo can only speak in Wikipedia articles. That would be the best shit ever. Keebo better be played as Google Translate. That could work, but it would, you admit it, you'd get really annoyed at it after a while. He needs a proper Seiyu. The SH, the super level high. That's not right. Super high school level, SHSL. Nursery teacher seems really mysterious. Yeah, she's got to be the mastermind, or she's got to be one of the killers. She's going to be very damn interesting and creepy. What if you make Kaede exclusive to a woman, then you can have waifu? What? If they make Kaede exclusively into women. I don't get what you mean there, but like if you have to play as Kaede if you're a woman, that would, I don't know, man. Saigen is favorite hands down. He looks pretty interesting. Kamaru is now triggered. She is a real pro tag. She's a real pro tag. It's just she's not in one of the main games. She never did debates or anything. What if you give them gifts? They give you gifts back to boost the bond. That would be pretty cool, but I doubt it. I mean, we've always just been giving gifts. I doubt we'll ever get gifts back. And what would we do with gifts that we got back? I mean, if you had like traits like in Dangan Island where you could like level up your cleaning or something, that might be useful. Maybe you could level up your deception. That's one good idea, in fact. The idea that spending free time events with people could increase your likability to them, and then it could help you get away with lies easier would be really good. Yes, Riku, the stream's still going. I've just been chatting for a while. We only just got through all the main characters, to be fair. I just want Iruma to try and take apart Keebo like Soda was trying to do with Mekamaru. Yeah, that would be amazing. Just want to undo the machine and see what's inside. Do you think any of them will violate a school regulation? Totally. Somebody has to. Somebody has to get executed for it. Somebody always has to be an example. I'd like it to be the ultimate tennis player because, you know, no one's too interested in him surviving, but nah, they'll probably kill off somebody else as an example. I mean, actually, come to think of it, connecting that to the general idea of Kaede Akamatsu possibly being a red herring as the protagonist, maybe she'll be the one killed off as an example. Maybe that's why she'll be so in charge and in control of the class. She'll try to lead everyone, and then she'll go against Monokuma, and Monokuma will execute her at the end of the prologue, and then you'll take over as whoever the real protagonist is. Oh, man, that'd be crazy. I feel like Kamaru did more work than Makoto and Hajime. Yeah, but, you know, it wasn't really a Danganronpa game, because it's in the Danganronpa series, man, but there wasn't any bullet refuting. There was bullets, no refuting. Let Kaede live. I don't mind the idea of Kaede being protagonist. I like that we actually have a protagonist that has an ultimate talent for once, and that she's voiced by Sayaka Kanda. Man, girl's a genius. I mean, she did Junko on the stage play. She did the song for Danganronpa 3 opening, Mirai Hen. So yeah, I like her. I like Trust Trick in general. I ship Cuchallain and Witch Girl. Thank you, Mume. Totally have to. Weebay must live. I'm assuming, like, that's my headcanon. That's why Weeby's not active anymore. She's gone to Japan to already pre-record the English dub. Do you guys know what happened to Weeby News? Yeah, no, nobody knows right now. She's just not answering people right now, unfortunately. She's has to be busy with something, essentially. I'm assuming her work has consumed her right now, and she'll be back eventually. Hopefully by V3. Most of the people are teens. Why would they not be mature? It's true. They are generally going to be. Ku, did you see the scans from the Blu-ray of the DR3 concept art? I haven't yet. That's something I need to look at. I only saw the samples so far. The samples which were just like of the beach party kind of stuff. I'm going to have to rewrite the DR2 Cuchallain story then. As long as you ship me with the Witch Girl, Kisa, I will be happy. I will do a dramatic reading if anybody sends me fan fiction of that. What if the cosplayer as Junko for a small cameo? That would be amazing. Just shows up as Junko. But that's what I want to wonder about the cosplayer. If she's the ultimate cosplayer, can she cosplay as other humans? Can she get to an almost ultimate imposter kind of level kind of thing? Natsumi died near a piano. Kaede is the ultimate pianist. Dun, dun, dun. I love how much people freaked out about that. I mean, the picture where you have Natsumi next to the piano, all dead, and Kaede looks so much like already looks so much like Fuyuhiko's sister, and then is the ultimate pianist. I mean, it would be pretty cool if she died in a very similar way as the excuse, and it was like a shout back to Fuyuhiko's sister. Why do I always say shout back? That's not a term. Throwback. Cosplay as the Witch Girl. No. Wait till NDR 3 comes out if you want Witch Girl XQ, but now you get Mikan XQ. Did you write a Mikan XQ? Because I want to read that. That would be awesome. I love Mikan too. Mikan's my current waifu. I'm just already getting ready for my V3 waifu. There are 2 pro tags, boy and girl ones. I want the boy one to be either the detective or the question mark, question mark, question mark. It'd be good to play as a detective. Because, I mean, you essentially always are the detective in Danganronpa anyway. You go around and investigate things. So, yeah, that would be pretty cool. I could totally see it being the question mark, though. Because, I mean, we already did that with the Hajime thing. And the question mark looks so cool. And he seems to be so normal but so confident. I like it. QXQ, that would be good. Hashtag shoutback. Thank you for that. Thoughts on what the Nagito OVA bundled with this? I mean, it's called Nagito and the Destroyer of the World. So I'm imagining it's going to be like a little spin-off where Nagito, like, he can't have had time with Junko. And she's the real destroyer of the world. But who could he had time with that fucked up the world? I mean, Monica did a pretty good job, but not really. She only really did a little bit to Toa City. Has to be someone bigger than that. But yeah, I haven't got any clues right now, to be honest. I mean, I suppose you could technically call Kazuichi Soda the destroyer of the world because he polluted the air to the point where it's unbreathable. I mean, it's breathable. It just slowly poisons you to death. But man, it's going to be cool. That's all I know. Any more Nagito screen time is going to be awesome because he's so insane. Ultimate Luck is so cool. And it can't be Izuru either. And that's the thing. It's 2.5, so it's definitely between... Oh, God, it's between 2 and 3 now that I think about it. So it must be after he wakes up outside the video game. Interesting. I didn't even think of that. I was thinking of it between 1 and 2, but yeah, it's between 2 and 3, which means he should be awake. He could be spending time with Izuru now. It's not locked into the idea that he can't. Destroyer of the World could even, like, relate to Tengen, who ended up setting up the killing game, or it could relate to Ryota, for like brainwashing the whole world, even if it is probably going to be very temporary. I think the Nagito anime might be about how Nagito found out about Junko. That would make a lot of sense. They never really did explain that. What the hell with the Leafy? Do you know where they're going to have the episode at? The episode will be out tomorrow on ya.se before anywhere else. And, you know, as soon as it comes out, I'll set up a live reaction to it. I'll tell everyone where they can download it, and we'll find the stream links like we always do. Saigen looks way better than when I first saw him. Yeah, I know, right? What would we miss? Which one of your DR waifus is the best waifu? Mikan right now. Right now, Mikan. We'll see. We'll see. Himiko may take her off that top spot. Right now, Mikan is bae. Definitely getting that Danganronpa V3 calendar. Not so interested in the calendar. I like the idea of the phone strap, the Blu-ray disc. Calendar will be cool. What if Oma is destroyer of the world? Well, I mean, it would make sense, but then they'd be directly collaborating it with Danganronpa 2, which they said they weren't gonna. But I guess they wouldn't. Like if he just met Oma while he was young, kind of thing. Can't wait for the limited edition. Mikan X Pekko's sword. Ku X Mikan X Witch Girl fanfic. That's... You see, now I'm going to be dreaming of that. So thank you, Alex. That is now my new headcanon. Let's be real here. We all know basically everyone is going to die. Yeah. It's always 2/3. 2/3 of the characters die straight up. So hyped for D3 Hope Side tomorrow. Hell yeah, it's going to be crazy. My fist will go down with the ship. What time will the stream start, Ku? Just hope it's before 7:30. That's the thing. We have no idea. Tomorrow it could come out at any time. Normally Hope Subs gets it up by 8 p.m. GMT, which is like 3 p.m. EST. But the last 2 times in a row Hope Subs have translated, it's taken them to first 10 p.m., which was like 5 p.m. EST. And then the last one was like midnight over here. It was ridiculous. But, you know, it's Hope Subs. They're fan subs. They get like leeway to be as late as they want to. They're not getting paid for it, unlike Funimation. Is it possible the game will have multiple endings depending on if you lie too much? I hope so. It's possible. They've just never done that before, but they've wanted to do that since the prototype Danganronpa. I forget the exact name for it. Somebody call it out in the chat. I know you guys all know it. But yeah, when they did the prototype, there was supposed to be multiple endings and you could be the killer and shit. If you don't want the calendar, then feel free to donate it to the Riku Fund. I mean, yeah, I totally would. You sent me stuff. I should send you stuff. Do you think anyone will break the school rules? Somebody has to. Somebody has to get killed. Distrust. That was the one. I really want that so much. Yeah, I want like different endings. Being able to lie is a good step. I want to be able to murder too. I mean, I'm sure we won't be able to murder in this game. It will be like that is going to be very incredibly difficult mechanics if they ever make a game like that. In something like Yandere Simulator, but much more intense. Might miss the live stream because I come back home around 6 p.m. Oh, that's sad. Hopefully it won't be out till like 10 p.m. GMT kind of thing. Like I like it when it's late because we get more people joining, but when it's too late, then I can't do the review before I go to bed, and that sucks. Distrust was cool, yeah, and the character designs all looked sick. Wonder if they'll bring back the distrust system. I know, right? That would be amazing. I want to murder the tennis player so badly. That's so horrible. I'd rather... No, you know, if I was going to murder anyone, it would be the tennis player. But I need to get to know their personalities. I may end up wanting to murder some of the cute girls because there's normally one that looks adorable and turns out to be a bitch. So that should be fun. Am I the only one who's interested in Tennis Guy? That's the thing. I think he's going to have a really good, strong personality. He needs to because he looks so weird. But just from his looks... Yeah, you're the only one interested in him. I want branching pathways and multiple endings. Yes, that would be the best idea. Being able to lie, being able to cheat, being able to falsify evidence and murder people would be good. But yeah, probably never. Probably never. I don't even think I'll buy P5 anymore, but then again, I want that soundtrack. Okay. So this is where we're going to end this stream, guys. We had an hour and a half of chatting. We went through all of the new information. We went through a few of the different theories other people on Reddit have had. I went through my theories. We heard some of your theories. So yeah, thank you guys for joining us. It was amazing. I'm looking forward to the next one. When we get more information, hopefully when we get like a new trailer, we get to see some more of the gameplay mechanics. We get to hear some ideas about the lying bullets and that kind of system. The distrust kind of shit coming in. And yeah, if you haven't seen it yet, definitely check out my Danganronpa most recent review for episode 12 of Miraihen, because I feel like they are connecting the story just a little bit to Danganronpa V3. They're moving out of the white and black kind of good or evil, hope or despair kind of thing where you're either good or bad and there's barely any in between, and they're more making protagonists have shades of gray, be able to lie, be able to kill, be able to do things that aren't so good, and that leads us straight into V3. So yeah, sorry that I chatted so long. Hope you guys had a good stream. If you did, wreck that like button like it's whoever's particular ass you enjoy, whether it's Tarzan, Rantaro, Omar. For me, you know it's Himiko, and I will see you guys next time.